The story is fairly straightforward about how we got to where we are and why we're in the current crisis that we're in. Part of it is the fact that the inequality in American society has been increasing since about the 1970s. There's a very standard measure of this called the Gini coefficient, which looks at how much money is going to the richest fifth and the poorest fifth, and the groups in between, and calculates a single number that reflects the degree of equality or inequality. And we look like Bangladesh in terms of the kind of inequality that's in this society. We are not we really don't, we're not comparable to most other first world nations with respect to, and it has been increasing rather than decreasing.
According to certain economists, if you divide the wealth of the United States into thirds, then the top 1% own 1/3. The next 9% own another third of the wealth, which means 10% control 2/3 of the wealth. So that means 1/3 is left for the remaining 90%.
And economic inequality is just a shorthand way of kind of expressing a lot of broader issues. What economic inequality concretely means is if you're at the middle or the bottom in the United States, you're now much less likely to have health insurance than somebody at the top. You're much less likely to have some form of retirement security that really works for you, especially something beyond just our Social Security system. It also means inequality in terms of access to education, because the way the system works in the United States, 90% of U.S. Children go to public school. The public school is highly dependent on local earnings, local income for the tax base that it has. So the amount of money that's spent is a lot different across different school districts.